Hello, 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 Stamping Friends. This is Caron, your ATX Stampin' Lady. Welcome, 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 and come on into the craft room, guys. As I said, I am Caron, your ATX Stampin' Lady, coming to you live from the craft room in Austin, Texas. And I am excited to present to you a Make It Monday on a Tuesday Stampin' with Friends blog hop Easter video. I just made that whole name up, right? But it is a Stamping with Friends video, blog hop video, and so I'm excited to share with you. Welcome to March, you guys. I hope the first couple days of March is treating you guys well. Let me apologize. I was not able to come live yesterday. Um, I'm beginning to notice that with weather changes, my allergies go absolutely berserk and it knocks me out of commission for a little bit. But despite all of that, if I seem congested, it's because of that. I will work through it. But I could not come to you live tonight. I need to make some Easter cards. That's one. I need to create a card for the blog that is going to go live on Saturday, the 7th of March, excuse me. So measurements, etc., will be posted in that corresponding blog. Just look for it on the 7th of March after 3 p.m. The blog will go live after 3 p.m. on the 7th of March. And besides that, you guys, I have not created this card. So we are going to be truly stamping on the fly tonight. All right, so the theme for the Stampin' with Friends blog hop is, what is the theme? Paper and ink. We cannot use stamps. Uh, we can't use stamps in this process, right? In our card project. And so I'm going to have to figure out what to do to satisfy this criteria because obviously I can't do my sentiment, etc. I can't do my sentiment, right? So give me 1 second. Let me make sure I am live in everywhere I need to be, every place I need to be. All right, I'm there and I can see comments. Guys, when you pop in, just say hello. Let me know that you are here. Let me know where you're watching from. And also, just interact with me so I'm not talking to myself. I know it is late night. This is a late night episode and it is going to go a little bit long because I have absolutely no idea what I want to create. So it's going to be a little bit of a long video. It is 10:23 p.m. here in Austin, Texas. So let's have a little bit of fun. Okay, well, let's talk about the Easter Joy. Let's make sure we call it the right thing. This is called the Easter Joy Suite Collection. It is a $92 suite. It does include stamps, dies. It does include the gems. It does include some designer series paper, and I'm going to share with you what the designer series paper looks like. And it includes 100% polyester ribbon in like a checked or a gingham balmy blue. Okay. So let me show you a little bit about the stamp and die set first. Even though we're not going to be using the dies. So the stamp and die together is called Easter Basket. It is a 12-piece photopolymer set. Stampin' Up! Is only doing photopolymer stamps now. We're no longer doing cling mount. So all of our stamps are now photopolymer. And it is, as you can see, I've already, look at, isn't this cute? Haha. Sorry, I digress. So it is a 12-piece photopolymer set, and it is definitely all about Easter, but it's Easter more on the, I don't want to say cartoony, but the expected, the kids side. That's what I'm gonna say. Has stamp sentiments that says Happy Easter in this really block letter type of font. Easter's on its way in a combination of block letter and script. Hello Spring for you. And then we have images of bunnies, a little bit of a chicken, an egg, carrot, flower, and like a single flower. I think this is supposed to be a tulip, and then a little bit of patch of flowers here. In the core knitting die set, we have, this is a 15-piece core knitting die set, and it includes an Easter basket, a bow. This is probably for an egg. I'm not sure what this guy is and what it'll probably relate to. Maybe this guy right here. I'm not sure. We'll have to die cut it and see. We can make some floral flowers. This is some grass. And I think this is, I'm not sure what any of these things are for, but guys, I haven't die cut them all. I will die cut them, and then once I know what they are, I can definitely come back and tell you what each thing will use for. Two different types of bunny, the carrot. Um, okay, so yes, see, this die right here is going to correspond to the flower, and that's this guy right here. See, sometimes you just got to look. This is probably going to be trim for the basket. And I'm not sure what this guy we can use it for. But we'll play and we'll see what we come up with, okay? So in case I have absolutely no idea where I want to go with this card idea. I do know, I went ahead, oh, what else is included in the suite? Okay, so we also have these gems that are called Easter assortment. And guys, I put a label on them. I always cut the side off. That way it's easier for me to pull it out, get what I need, stick it back in instead of fumbling and fussing with the little adhesive tab right here. That's just a little tip. And these looks like little checkered printed eggs. Not sure. These are just dots, I think, because they don't look like eggs to me. And then you also have them in uh, this is probably lemon lolly, balmy blue, and then mm, slush, strawberry slush maybe, or pretty in pink, one of those colors. And then we have the beautiful, gorgeous designer series paper. And when I get designer series paper, I cut one of each sheet to create a front and back of 6x6, and then that leaves another set that's 6x12. So let me share with you what the designer series paper looks like, okay? Now this is specialty paper, so it's $16.50 for the designer series paper, the pack. Um, one of the packs does come with the suite collection. And on the front side, I don't know if you can see the little bit of the shimmer and shine. Anytime Stampin' Up has like these gold flecks in this in the paper, that takes it into the realm of specialty paper, okay? So I'm going to show you the front design of each. If you have a favorite, put it in the comments. Let me know which is your favorite, right? And I'm going to count them. That way you can comment 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll know which one you think is the favorite. So this is number 1, the pinstripe. Number 2, the floral with some eggs and carrots and the little flowers. Number 3, more eggs. Number 4, and print number 5. Okay? So let me know. This is all 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then when we flip it over, this is 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and 5A. So if you have a favorite, let me know which one is your favorite print of the Specialty Designer Series paper, okay? And I'll show you them again, maybe a little bit closer this time so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then when we flip it over, reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so leave a comment. Let me know which is your favorite print. I'm probably going to revert to using one of these. Not sure how yet, but again, because I really don't have any idea. So I went ahead and I pre-cut some of the images, and I cut them in white. I always did white, right? So when you die cut this, this is what comes out. And you see it looks like an egg, right? So I figured I'd save this because I'm not sure 100% what I want to do with them. So I did 2 in the white. I did a set in gray. I believe this was gray granite, I believe was the cardstock color. And then this is the two-toned cardstock, the crumb cake. And so I did the front, 2 in the front, the darker shade, and then 2 in the lighter shade. Wasn't sure where I wanted to go, so I figured I'd give myself an option to something to play with, right? Because I'm not sure where I'm going. Then I die cut 4 of the bunnies because I had somehow a little bit of a thought kind of came to my brain. So I said, let me see if that'll work, right? And I got it, it was inspired by a card I did this weekend during our shoebox swap card, right? So what I want to do, and here's the first question that I'm going to involve you guys in. Should I make each of the bunnies a different color, or should I keep them all the same color? What do you think? What do you think? I wish I had some of those little, and I might go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something and buy, you know, those little puff ball thingies and give them a cute little cotton tail. I might still do that because that just might give this card, um, well, maybe after the challenge because it is paper and inks only, no stamping. So I think, okay, so I think what I want to do is I am going to um, keep them white, but I'm gonna give a little bit of a blush of gray, very light colored, to give them, you know, sometimes to make things look white, you bring in some outside color. So that's what I'm going to do. So all I'm going to do is kind of go towards the edge, the outer edges of it, and keep it a little bit on the gray side. Bring in some smoky slate is the color that I'm playing with. Just a hint of that gray color that will end up propelling um, the white color to the forefront. There we go. I'm looking for to clean this off. Grab my alcohol. put a little bit of alcohol on a cloth to help clean some of the color off. I'm really not sure what color I was using in this brush. So let me see what I got here, because I don't want to ruin. There we go. I'm going to leave this here anyway, because I'm going to tap off, because I really want this just to be very, very light. Okay. Again, adding the gray. If you're wanting to make it a little bit of a cooler tone, you can use like maybe a balmy blue. And I'm just keeping that color right on the edges of the image. Now the good thing about this bunny is you can, this die cut, is you can treat it as if it's a front-facing image or it's a rear-facing image. I think I'm going to keep these as um, rear or front-facing, meaning the front is that way. So this would be the back of the bunny. Okay, that's one. Do you see how, because I put that little bit of color on it, it's not focusing. The white will kind of look more white just because I have that little edge of color on the outside. So let's do that for the remaining pieces. It was voting day today. Did everybody do their civic duty? I did. I voted. I'm always proud of myself when I voted. And I believe today is International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day, everybody. If you're joining me, please, and you're a new viewer, thanks for stopping by, you guys. I know it's late. Sometimes I do my best work in the dark of night when I should be asleep. But either way, when you get up in the morning, you will have some new content for you with this video. And while you're here, guys, if just do me a quick favor and make sure to give this a like and to share it with your friends. Don't forget to invite them to take a look for themselves and maybe hit that notification bell so they can join me as well. Okay? Again, I'm just putting the smoky slate on the bunny on the outside with a very light hand, just so that the white will pop just a little bit. All right. So I know I've got the 4 of these guys. Not sure what else I'm doing with them, but I got 4 of them, right? All right, let's put that aside. So in order to meet the challenge, it is, let me grab this. What I'm seeing is the designer series paper, and I think I'm going to make the card in landscape. I think I'm going to go landscape. And I think, which sheet of designer series paper do you think I should use? I'm thinking, what's the front and the back look like? this one. Kind of like these two together. I'm going to go with these two. I think. So that's what I'm going to play with. I'm going to grab a piece of basic white. Right? I'm going to grab a couple of sheets just to make sure that I have stuff already. And I do pre-cut my card fronts, my card panels, I should say. So I'm going to trim this down. Um, let's go with, let's do that. So I know that I'm going to have my card in this orientation, right? So this is 4 inches. I know that I want to have a basket. Do you see how that's coming along? Right? Huh. Trying to decide which one I'm going to use. Okay, I've decided I don't want to use the white. I do want to use either one of these. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay. The question is, I think I might be changing my mind because I may have more room this way. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got going. I'm going to cut these together. So we're going to need, I think, this is 4 inches. So I'm going to need 2 inches. Two inches. Okay. Let's hope my math worked, yeah? Right. Now again, you guys, I am making this up as I go. I really don't have, I didn't see this anywhere that I'm casing. I'm literally making this up as I go. Right? So again, the Stampin' with Friends blog hop theme is paper and ink, no stamps. Okay. Hey, what happened here? We want this guy that way. Okay. So this is what we're working with. And I know that I want to have I think the lighter one makes more sense. What do you think, the lighter or the darker basket? I think the darker basket might make more sense. Okay. Remember, this is the two-sided paper, right? One side of the die is clearly the front, the other side is clearly the back. Okay? But I think what I want to try to see if I can do, and this I saw somewhere. I saw this somewhere, so I'm hoping let's cut this. And I cut it on a diagonal because I'm going to use it as a needle, I guess. And this is where we could need our third pair of hands, which is read that to be our tweezers, right? And again, I am just, oh, I think I like this though. And again, this is the Easter Joy Sweet collection. Perfect for making some Easter cards. Actually, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can make these little treat things. Oh, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. Ha! Okay. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. There we go. Hmm. Okay, so I could do this a couple times, and I might. Maybe one more time to have like 2 rows. I'm going to leave a little bit on both sides. That didn't take too long, did it? All right. And then let's see how it works. How it looks if we do it. Oh yeah, because we got to have going the other way, right? For balance. Okay, so that's, we got an over, under, and under, over. Okay, so if you do choose to use this ribbon process, definitely do 2 rows, like one's going to be over under, and then one's going to be over under over, okay? So that you have that true basket weave feel going on, okay? So I'm going to try to make this part as quick as possible, and then we can move on with the rest of our design. Uh-oh, I missed one. That should go down this one. And then up and down. Sorry, I'm thinking about this one. I like the effect that I'm getting, but trying to make sure I can get it through the little slats without breaking anything. Oh, like I just did something there. Ah, okay. Does anybody have this set already? What have you done with it if you have it? All right, so we got both done. Let's trim this side off a little bit. All right, so now we're just going to get ready to tack this down, and our basket is designed. Look at that. Oh, looky, looky, looky. All right, so how I'm going to choose to tack it down is with some double-sided tape. Might use the very thin one on that one. Right, so we're going to just run just a bit of it from there to there on that side, and then from here to here on this side. Okay. There's so many ways you can tack this down. If you prefer to use liquid glue, you can. If you want to use glue dots, you can. I'm just using double-sided tape. I think it'll give me a better hold. And so that is my point of consideration on what form of adhesive to use. Okay, take this side off. Tack that side in place, and then bring this guy back around. Okay, so we've got our beautiful basket design. Look at that, isn't that cute? Trim this off so we don't have bulk at the back. Okay, that one's fine. And then we're just going to trim this here as well. Okay. And do the same thing on this side. All right, so our basket is done. Now so this is going to go on this side like so. Oh, that's the other thing. That's what I can do. I have those little eggs, right? So if we put this, oops, wherever we're going to put them, I'm also on this kick, guys, to use things that I have in my stash that I have never used. I bought them for some reason because I liked it and have not used it. So guess what I just found? These are little eggs from, I think these were, yeah, Hobby Lobby. This was on the clearance. I think this has got to have been in my stash for at least 2016, right? I didn't buy it in 2016. We are in 2023. What does that tell you, right? So anyway, let's take a look and see, because my thought is, if we can, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make this a little bit of a blue background, right? Let's see what our cloud cover looks like. I probably should use Balmy Blue, but I'm gonna use cloud cover. Why? I don't know, but I am. Okay. I'm gonna tap it off. Been doing a little bit of ink, a lot of ink blending today, huh? Because I don't want it to be so white. I just want to break that up. Okay. And then what I thought was, how about I pop these little eggs on this main egg. I think this one will fit, right? This one will fit. I think maybe our egg, this one, maybe. And then maybe this one. I knew I cut these for a reason. Right? Look at that. Eggs in the basket. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape behind here, or some dimensionals. And I might double stack these. I might. I always, if I'm using ribbon or something like that, I always want to make sure that I have some dimensionals that's going to double tack the end of the ribbon or whatever, to make sure it does not lift. Okay, right here. And I'm still testing, right? Because if we put this here, because it's going to have to come a little bit lower, right? And then this is going to, I want it to pop up. I want it to stand a lot more. Yeah. So I am going to double stack the dimensionals. Because I want my basket to have a little bit of a higher profile. And so I am just going to double stack the dimensionals. And I'm just trying to make sure that's a little, you don't have to do it that way, but I'm just trying to make sure that they are in the same orientation when I put them on. I'm excited, you guys. On stage is next week, I think. I leave for on stage. Oh yeah, definitely got that height. Okay, so if I'm gonna put this in the center, right, like that. Hmm. You can also use these. I don't do a lot of shaker cards, but you guys, you can also use this basket for a shaker card image, right? Okay, and then another piece. I do need to get some more strips. I love foam tape, right? In any shape or form. But I love these strips, especially on narrow like this. Mhm. Okay, perfect. Now it's not the same height as my double stacked, but that's okay. So now if I put this here, we've got a nice little Easter basket, don't we? Awesome. So let's do that. And again, this was just an off the cuff card design, trying to make sure I keep the theme for the Stampin' with Friends blog hop that goes live this Saturday, the 7th of March at 3 p.m. So don't forget to check out my blog then. You will see you will get all of the dimensions. That's where I tend to put them. And I mainly didn't tell you about them tonight because I really am stamping on the fly here. Okay. Oops. Why did you come off? Right. Might have to do a little trimming. Oh, there you go. Grab that out. There's some days where things just don't cooperate with us, you know? And some days we struggle with them a little bit more than others. Is anybody reading anything interesting? I just finished watching the Amazon Prime, was it Amazon Prime or Netflix? I can't remember which. The Wheel of Time that was on that channel. And let me make sure this is straight. And we're going to put that guy right over like so. We can even bring our little egg right out of the basket handle. There we go, just like that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Right? And then what I want to do is, let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm going to reach in for some of these guys. And again, this is the Easter Joy Sweet Collection that I'm playing with tonight to one, two, I'm filling some spaces here, right? Three. I think we're good. What do you think? Right? We got that. And then, where are my bunnies? Did I put them away? Do we want a bunny on here or no? I don't think so. I think we're okay without the bunny, right? What do you think? Should we have the bunny on there? I think the bunny is a little bit too much. And guys, I think that's it. I think that says Easter. I did not use any stamps. I couldn't put my hands on it, but I do believe I have the Stampin' Up. Oh, what's it called? It's like an ephemera pack that it's Easter that may have some sentiments already done, but they're die cuts. I think that would meet the letter of the law as far as not using any. I think that's a pretty card, just the way it is. Maybe a little bit of gems. Oh, I'm going to add some other things. Okay, I think I might die cut some carrots, maybe, and put some carrots in here. Okay. Maybe I'm taking it too far. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should I add more things to it? Should I not? I seem to have put that on just a little bit crooked. So I'm going to even it up. And then I'm going to put this on here. And guys, just like that, we have our first card. Right on the spot, definitely on the fly, because I did not know what I was going to do with this. But I think it's a very pretty card. Give me a thumbs up if you like the card. I am going to try to find that ephemera pack, though, because I do... Oh, that's what I was going to do on here. I think that might give it... That might definitely give it that little extra oof. I'm going to try to do a little bow for the top of the basket. I think that might do it. I'm not good at tying bows, right? So if you guys see how I'm doing this, do not follow me. Okay? I'm horrible at tying bows. I don't even know why I continue to try to do them. But I'm ridiculously bad at them. Maybe that's why I keep doing it. Hopefully, hoping I'll get better. Right? Because that's what they say. Practice makes perfect. Perfect. I think we're good here. Okay. And I'm just going to attach a little bow right up here. And I think that right there, or we could put it here. I think it's here or at the top of the basket. What do you think? I think I'm going to put it right here. Tighten that up. And I'm going to use again some double-sided tape. I seem to, well, and let's cut a little piece. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this card. And if you are following Stampin' Up, you will know that today new online exclusives became available in our online store. There we go. There we go. Guys, that's pretty much it for this card. Now remember, one of the design choices for card making cards is you don't always have to have a sentiment on the outside of the card. You can let the focal image speak for itself. I'm gonna ruminate on this one a little bit. I keep thinking that maybe I should add some of the other items like the carrots, but I think I don't want to overwork it too much, because I think it's just beautiful just the way it is. That's what I think. You let me know. Drop me a comment if you're watching live. If you're watching on the replay, do hashtag replay and let me know what you think of this card, the simplicity of it, and if you would create it yourself, recreate it yourself. Guys, that's all I have for you this evening. Thanks for joining me for this Make It Monday on a Tuesday, and I'll see you live next time. Bye bye.